Welcome, heroes, to the Crit Academy. I am your host, Justin, and your dungeon master, Total Dumas. Welcome to episode 17 of Descent into Avernus. Really excited. Our players have made it to the Scab, the legendary resting place of the Sword of Zariel. Would you guys like to take a moment to introduce yourselves, starting with Matthew?
Hi, my name is Matthew, and I play Chiron, the Tiefling Paladin of Bahamut, who has taken up the Oath of Vengeance.
Wonderful. Ian?
I
Who's next? I'm sorry.
Ian?
All right, I'm Ian Wood, co-host for Crit Academy, and I'm playing Human Artificer Artillerist Merle Bronson, who just acquired Fireball.
Yay!
Yeah.
And, of course, last but certainly not least, Austin.
Hi, I'm Austin. I'm another co-host at Crit Academy. I am currently playing Zorax, who is the Voidwalker Paladin. It's a Voidwalker is a subclass that me and Justin kind of did together. It's pretty fun. And I'm stoked. I'm really ready to kick some ass.
Okay. um,
I still don't see the stream on Twitch, but I am seeing it on Facebook.
I see it on Twitch. I see it right now. We're good.
Wow, my
Oh.
internet must be screwing with me.
Kind of a follow up. You guys got into a very much a Mad Max death race, and it didn't go very well.
We
you
died
wa-
almost.
You crashed your
Almost.
stuff and had to jump out of bail out of moving vehicles and getting blown out of the sky or out of your fancy tormentor. And luckily the guys you were racing, they took what was left of all your guys' stuff after you lost the race, but still offered to give you a ride. So you
Very nice.
guys, yeah, right. All these devils, this devil biker gang, has just dropped you off at this great, disgusting scab the size of a large hill that's rising up from a stinky swamp of blood. The dome top of an alabaster temple, pokes out through the scab. Many black iron chains of Avernus converge on the building, attaching within the disgusting, bulbous, grotesque mound.
Jeez.
And Lulu kind of starts to get a little bit excited. Your little Hierophant with you. She recognizes the building and starts screeching and making some noises. She's trumpeting her horn. Really, really excited that you guys have found it.
Okay.
And at this point, the all the bikers rev their bikes and their big death machines and shoot all kinds of nasty red Avernus crap into your guys' faces. They take off, say "See you along, suckers," and they take off and abandon you there.
What did I expect?
Right,
It's part of the course, really. So
right.
Yeah, we did lose, so I mean,
There doesn't. You guys. So you got this big thing. How do you guys want to approach getting inside?
yeah, I was kind of thinking about that. I'm like, I don't know how we're gonna get inside.
So there's a literal swamp that looks like it's made of blood.
Yep.
Probably is blood.
Go lay down, Buck.
Um,
It's definitely blood.
Let's try to avoid the swamp of blood as best we can.
Well, the scab's kind of just right in
yeah, I
the
was gonna
center
say,
of
it's
it.
in the middle of it, so there's no way around it. We
The
just kinda
blood
gotta
goes up into
it.
the scab and everything. It's pretty disgusting.
Is there
Yeah.
anything where I could probably make as a boat to get across?
Give me an investigation check.
Sure. Or would you rather I rolled survival?
Well, you're looking for something, right?
I guess
Something
that's true.
specific.
Uh,
That works.
crafting the object would probably
That would
be
be that.
survival.
I can agree to that. Yeah. Let me just roll real quick. Oh, that's not good. 8.
You don't really spot anything. There's a bunch of like chunks of bones that appear to be from some sort of monstrosities. But none of them are, at least in your opinion, are buoyant enough, or could be a good. They're all too heavy and would probably just sink in the material.
Right.
Uh-oh. So unfortunately, you can't find anything to make some sort of boat to go floating in the blood.
Yeah, that's kind
Merle
of
can
fine.
clearly, if he wants, just fly over top of this nasty bulbous thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How far away does it seem to be? Like long distance,
It's
extra long
probably, I would
distance?
say you're probably a long distance away, maybe 60 to 100 feet, somewhere in there.
Okay. Okay.
And
Mm.
closest I can do for you two requires me blowing two level spell slots, which are the only two I have in that space. So,
Let's
Yeah.
not waste those.
Merle, give me
like,
an intelligence check.
Oh, you could probably make
25.
something.
So looking at observing this entire um disgusting thing, while you can easily fly, the most obvious conclusion you're able to draw is that the entrance would probably be best to get to the top. Would be to enter through the top where it's open on the building area.
Oh.
And you, while you can just fly there, they may be able to shimmy up the chains uncomfortably.
I didn't really think about that. I
Me
forgot there's
neither.
chains just kind of all squigglied about. Yeah, I mean I'm athletic. Give it a go.
Diamond's an option.
Same.
We're both like doing our pre-workouts real quick, doing some push-ups. We're like, all right, it's time to climb some chains.
All right, so Merle, you take flight. I'm gonna need you to
Like
track.
5
How long does your flight last?
Hours.
How many?
Hours.
4 hours.
That it's going to matter. That's why I asked. 4 hours. So assuming you just carry it now, keep track of that. Unless you can, because it probably will run out through your trek through here if it may need to be recast. All right, if you so choose anyway. All right.
That's not how that works.
What? Is it not a?
Not
Oh,
quite
it's a magic item. It's not a spell, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. So then you
Because
once.
basically, I have like 4 hours of flight in those boots per day, and I burn it in 1 minute increments. So,
Okay, so it's not like okay, yeah, okay, I gotcha. All right, so I'm gonna need athletics checks to climb up the chains over the spewing, bubbling blood pits from Zorax
Ooh.
and Chiron.
20, 24, 25.
17.
All right, so
20.
you guys start shimmying up on these things, and you can see a bit of would Merle be patient about waiting for how slow they are? And
Yeah.
is he doing anything in the meantime, or is he just kind of floating alongside him?
I'll just like float ahead just to keep watch,
Okay.
and I'll go ahead and cast my Eldritch Turret.
Okay.
As yeah.
All right, so you guys start shimmying your way up, and there is a moment where Chiron, where Chiron tries to reach out, and his hand kind of gets slips on the jagged chains, but you guys are able to shimmy up it. It takes a good hour or so to shimmy all the way up this.
Yeah, I imagine it's pretty far. It is. We're basically climbing a castle from the outside.
Yeah, basically. So it takes you quite a bit as you shimmy up this thing, but you finally get to the end. You're a little bit panted. You're a little exhausted. It took a little bit of work. I need Constitution saves from you both. The DC is only 10, so it shouldn't be a problem.
Hopefully.
Ooh. 24.
Be right back.
14. So I actually barely skated by.
So you take a couple deep breaths, and As you start to disconnect yourself from the things, you let go. As you land on top of this bulbous scab, you can feel it kind of thrumming under your feet, almost like it's breathing.
This is bizarre.
Imagine being on it's like being on a trampoline that pushes back at like regular intervals, like a heartbeat,
Ugh.
underneath your boots, with a loud
I-
as you step on it.
It's
I
almost
look
like
to
we're
Zorax.
stepping on a heart.
Mm-hmm.
I looked at Zorax. I just can't wait to get out of here.
I'm so glad I don't have to work here. I may be evil, but I'm so glad I applied for a job in a different dimension.
I'll need some perception checks to find some sort of entrance.
Sure. I'll use one of
Natural
my,
20.
Woo!
shrewd
That
investigator
brings me
stuff.
to a 21.
Yeah, I only got 17.
All right, so you guys start poking around. Merle's floating around looking for entrances.
Pick the scab, says Steve.
Oh, gross. There's a couple different holes that you guys find that seem to almost like channels, but instead of it being like a tunnel, it's more of like a gaping wound. And you can see it like folding in it with the crusty scabs, like blood hardened on the edges. And Chiron does find an entrance that's probably about 15 feet, 15 to 20 feet in diameter. But instead of it being like a round tunnel, it's more like a gash where it's like like that. It's very
Like someone kind of cut in.
yeah,
almost.
it's very tall, but it's not very wide, and it comes to a point on the top and the bottom. And the ground itself, the entrance, it isn't level. It's so you got to kind of like walk with each foot on each side out as you make your way through this thing. A um, can I get a
My perception is and so
what's that?
It was a 10.
my perception was 10, which is nowhere near as high as the other two. So
Just goofing around, having a good time.
So as you guys are taking your steps through this, you do notice the walls kind of get closer and closer the deeper you go. It's not uniform like in a tunnel. It's very twisty and turny. You guys come to a strange break in this tight area. Your arms are starting to rub against on both sides of this muscle or membrane or whatever it is.
I begin sidestepping through.
You start turning so Chiron turns his body sideways to kind of get better in, sucks in his gut a little bit, and he is able to squeeze his equipment on his back, his shield on his shoulder, clanking on the inside of this pussy bloody mess.
Yeah.
And you come to a three-way split in this pathway. I don't want to call it a hallway or anything, but in this pathway, one that starts to go up a little bit, one that starts to go to the left, and another one that this way that continues downward. Give me perception checks, everyone, please.
15.
Natural
22.
20 again. What the heck?
Wow.
22.
I swear, it's a nat 20.
Okay, but what's your perception check?
Okay, so we got a nat 20 and a what and a what?
15.
22.
Okay,
22.
so Zorax, these ends are who's in the lead? I guess I didn't ask. Who's up front? Who went in first?
I guess that'd be Chiron. Chiron kind of just.
Because he
went
found it, I assume he would be first.
Yeah.
So as Chiron is squeezing through, his shield that's on his shoulder catches one of the scabby parts, and it picks it, and it blasts a pussy goo right into Zorax's face or onto his mask. You got your mask on, right?
Yeah, I got my mask.
You're thankful you got your mask, because this loud just bursts like a pop pimple into your guy's face.
Oh.
At this point, you guys look and
I look back like, Oh. Sorry, dude.
I mean, we've waded through shit. We've waded through blood. Not much phases me by this point.
Phase him. All right, so at this point, both Chiron and Merle, when you guys get to the edge, you notice there's these three different directions.
Oh my god.
And
I mean,
what?
I just seen your lady for $50.
I posted a very funny hooker meme on D&D stuff about hiring a hooker to DM for me.
I think I've seen that one before.
And
actually.
Alicia's just like, I just found it. So anyway, she got me to wrap. So you can tell that as you're looking down each direction, one of the directions that goes up, you can see it comes to a narrow point pretty quickly, and you assume that it probably comes out a little farther up above, and probably doesn't go anywhere, judging by the kind of the way it closes. From the one that kind of veers to the left, you get kind of like a rotting smell coming from it. You're not sure what it is. I mean, the place smells pretty rancid already, but in that general direction, it just seems worse. The one that seems to stem down stays a little bit wider for a little bit longer. There's no additional like rancid smells or anything you can see. You can see like scrapes along the inside of that direction, almost like claws were dragging it across it. And it's got fresh scabs with running drips of blood that have dried that direction.
So either we go through like this middle area, which is, probably has something there, or we go to the left, which definitely something is there. So I don't know, maybe the middle one. Definitely not up. I don't know. That's up to you, Chiron. You're in front.
So there's something on the left and down.
To the left, you smell something extremely rancid. To the top, you assume it probably just ends or exits because it's the top. And the one to the bottom looks a little wider, looks like it goes a little farther, and looks like there's, I don't want to say fresh, but looks like there's claw marks or gashes or something along the inside of it. You can see where blood dripped down, and the scabs rehardened to the center and downward.
The center and down. I'm not too keen about what is down that direction, pointing at the ones with the claw marks that are now hardened.
Yeah.
At the same time, I kind of feel like down's where we need to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree.
It's not really a point in going left if we have to keep going down. I don't know. I mean, you're the one in front.
Well, Chiron is trying to remember something from a few days ago regarding the story of this place. I'm just looking at my notes here.
Glad you had something, because I was like, I don't remember anything.
Zariel plunged a weapon into the ground as Lulu trumpeted. As the demon was thrown afar, an alabaster palace appeared around the sword.
So it really is just at the base then.
Yeah, I'd imagine that's
just like some.
What is that for my note taking?
What if this is just some crazy like summon castle spell that was placed after the sword was like plunged down?
I do believe clerics have
some magic castle.
There's actually a spell that clerics can use, but it's an extremely powerful spell, and it takes a series of days for it to be permanent.
Mm-hmm.
Wizards also get Mordecai's Magnificent Mansion too, I believe.
That's true.
That lasts for 24 hours.
Does
Okay.
it? You can't just recast it and make it
Slow
stay.
down.
I don't know.
No, I don't think so. I
Well,
haven't seen the specifics
players
on that.
can't.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm
fair.
just throwing that out there. But
Makes
so
sense.
I still need a direction you guys are going.
Yeah. Kind of need to choose Skyrim. Got to go down, I think.
Go lay down, Buck.
Yeah, I agree. We should go down.
Yeah.
Down it is.
And so he draws
Doesn't make-
his blade of Bahamut, puts it in one hand, has it glowing, and he just
Like a torch.
sidestep. If the pathway is kind of squeamish, he just sidesteps with the sword pointed forward or aimed forward.
Okay.
Let me look at I believe the light is a bright light of 10-foot radius and a dim light for an additional 10 feet.
Well, good, because as you
Also,
get farther
and it
from
is
the exit, there's no light.
And the light is considered sunlight.
Ooh, nice.
So anything that is weak in shadows or darkness, beware.
I take my hand as we choose this direction as we continue forward. I just plant my hand against it, and you see a handprint that's made of light right there. It lasts for an hour.
And
Okay, that's pretty cool. Ah,
I see what you,
Asimars!
I
I
see
got the
what
light
you did
cantrip.
there,
I just went,
Ian.
what did
I
Ian
see what
say?
you did there, Ian. He said
Handy.
handy.
Hand,
Ah, that's funny. All right, so you start squeezing your way through. Your blade of Bahamut is leading the way. And the area continues to get narrower. You can see that what you thought these claw marks, you realize it looks like something was crawling and pulling its way, through this whatever this tunnel is. You end up kind of twisting and turning, and you can feel your descent as you go down. And the area begins to tighten. A couple times it widens a little bit, bringing you these really small, I wouldn't say they're chambers, but larger little kind of almost like a pit stop, right?
Yeah.
And
So,
yep, go ahead.
can I do this real quick?
Yep.
I might just. I assume Merle's in the back.
Yep. usually how it
I,
goes.
I touch Chiron right in the shoulder and I say, "You're doing great, buddy." And I give you see like an almost like black aura kind of emanate for a second, and then it just disappears, and there's like heat waves, and I gave him protection from evil and good.
I like it.
Oh,
Since we're
Oh.
probably gonna see some stuff in here, I'm like, if you're the one in front, you're probably
He's
gonna
like,
get.
I
noticed.
sense a disturbance in the force.
You're probably gonna be the one to get punched in the face first, so you know.
Okay.
Protection
Ow.
from
I forgot about this one.
good and evil.
It does a couple different things, though, doesn't it?
It does quite a bit. But pretty much,
Creatures of certain types have disadvantage on attack rolls against the target. The
Can't be
target also
charmed.
can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed by them.
yep.
But if I'm already charmed or any other status effect, I have advantage on a new saving throw against the relevant effect.
Yep, and it's aberrations, celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead. So pretty much anything in hell. No mortals here, sorry.
Very cool. Very
Except
cool.
us.
So as you're passing through these small little areas, you start to you actually notice that they're really the only place with any sort of light. They've got these big, red, kind of like a crystal. But it doesn't look like it's made out of like stone, but it's more out of like a hardened blood. And it creates kind of this light thrumming that's coming from them, and you can tell that light flashing, that kind of radiating thrumming, it matches the movement of this giant thing that you're in, this giant scab. Kind of like when you listen to music with the speakers that light up, kind of like that. They move at the same time, and they kind of brighten and dim as this this beat. And now it's slow. It's like a boom, 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 boom. As you come across now, I'm gonna need an Arcana check from our boy Merle here.
I was gonna say you should take those for experiments, make a cool sword out of them, because that would be awesome.
All right,
Out of
Arcana,
crystallized
that's
blood?
Absolutely.
7.
What's that? 27.
27. Yep.
So
I feel good.
you didn't read about this while you were searching. Correction. While you were studying, what's a school your character studied at?
Whatever arcane workshop was in Baldur's Gate.
Okay. So when you were studying in Baldur's Gate, you were reading about some of these different varieties of magic, trying to better understand what would really work with your inventions. What sources of power could you use? And you recall reading about these things called blood crystals. Now, it wasn't something you got a lot into depth with. Because they're unique to very specific locations with devils and demons, as well as blood magicians or mages, blood mages, right? People who sacrifice their own power to make magical artifacts. And you recall reading about these little blood crystals that are very unstable, and that with too much damage, they release the energy that's stored inside of them in almost an explosive manner. So you instantly know that these crystals are very much hazardous, and should so much as a tuning for knock hit them, could cause them to explode. Now, in your readings, you've heard tale of chains of these things creating a chain of explosions. And you're curious if how deep these go into this scab. Is it just on the surface and that's where they appear, or are they underneath the surface? You didn't read enough of it in your studies, but it definitely gives you a moment of discomfort, that you are standing in a room with like 4 of these, gnome-sized crystals.
And they're basically bombs.
It's exactly what they are.
They're
Hell grenades!
All right, gentlemen, try to stay away from these blood crystals here. They're contain magic and it's not quite stable. Kind of explosive, if you will.
Now here's where I really give it to them.
hmm.
You think that these would make amazing resources if you could harvest them just right. Now, they're very sensitive, but you might be able to do it. Something to power one of your newest inventions or enhance something you already have. Does Merle think he could do something like that? Would he try?
Of course he can.
Oh, beautiful. Now, would he try?
Of course he tried. Now, I say these are unstable, so stand back.
I take like
I'm the
I look-
farthest away from Merle as possible.
I look at Merle.
Oh, God.
Can I watch?
For funeral.
Okay. Sure. I stand about maybe 5 feet from Merle. Just to get a
This is
good.
why I have a bag of holding.
All right, so Merle kind of explains what he's going on, and he pulls the little gizmos and gadgets over his eyes, and lights pop up out of these little gizmos on his heads, and little gauntlet opens up with tiny little arms, and like a Swiss Army gauntlet, all these little things come up to it, and as you begin to do your work, I am going to need what?
I'm gonna give him the help action. So if I have to hold any tools or anything, it'll be less work on him.
Okay, now you two are there.
why.
Where did Chiron? Did Chiron
Chiron
backtrack?
He's like,
Or
No, he was being like the farthest away from them as possible within visual distance.
Well, you got to understand, you guys just came out of this
Yeah.
tiny little swerving
yeah.
crevice thing. So once you go more than maybe 10 or 15 feet, it's going to twist enough that you won't be able to see them. So
Oh.
I need to know how far back are you going? Are you gonna try to get a short distance away, or what do you believe is a safe distance away?
Probably a safe distance away within visual range of them.
Well, your visual range is probably like 10 feet because once you start going, basically you're going down a cavern, right? That twists and turns.
Oh.
So as soon as you get in there and start pushing your way through, you're going to lose sight. So you can either go all the way back to the beginning, which will take you probably about 10 minutes, and out. That'll put you a couple 100 feet away from them. It's up to you how much.
I think I'm gonna stay and keep an eye out.
Okay. All right. So, Merle, you have the help action, which grants you advantage. You should know that your DC is 26, and you have to get 2 successes out of best of 3. So I need you to give me. What's that?
26.
26. Yes.
And precisely what check am I rolling?
This will be I would say we're gonna let you use your Arcana's knowledge, and you would be using the knowledge to do the
Well,
thing.
artificers
So
work with intelligence anyway.
yeah,
They don't use dexterity, so it wouldn't matter. It would just be some.
yeah.
intelligence
That's why I
check.
said. That's why I'm debating. My question is whether my statement is should I let him use the Arcana proficiency
like the
or
Arcana,
just
yeah.
go straight to intelligence? I think straight intelligence because I don't think that ability applies. You can use your proficiency bonus because you're using your artificer tools though, or whatever your tinkerer tools or whatever those are.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
I was mostly asking too because of our talents that we're using. One of mine is brilliant academic. So
We just got another talent. I just forgot about that. We hit level 9.
Oh shoot! I forgot about that.
Too late now.
we do get one more.
Yeah, we'll.
You all
worry about
forgot.
We'll do that later.
that.
That's
Yeah, we'll
funny.
do that next.
All right.
after
So,
the action.
what's your first check?
Okay,
You do have advantage.
28 is my right.
26.
26
is
the DC.
Jeez,
Alright.
that's high.
It is.
Pretty high.
Okay, so with advantage, let me see here. This is going to be.
But he has advantage, and he has his
There's a few talents as well.
his
that you can
talents
use.
for it too. So
23. So I'm going to use. I'm going to use Flash of Genius to basically make that succeed. 28.
all right. Okay. So
1.
for the first, you've got your buddy sitting over top of you. He's holding some of your tools out that you've got all your gizmos, and you got your eyes zoomed in really close, and you're picking and prodding around the base to try to free this crystal. This crystal's pretty big. You only need a
Yeah.
small sample of it, but you know that you have to get it from the root where it's most effective and where the power is going to be strongest. So you kind of stitch your way around, and then unfortunately, just at an instant, you pull the wrong trigger and it pushes on it a little bit, but you're quickly to react as you see it malfunction for an instant, and you pull back. And then wait for a second for it to stop trembling and go back to work as you start poking and prodding, trying to chisel away sections without triggering the crystal.
Triggering a bomb.
Yeah.
You know, attention to the blinking red light.
All right. I'm going to need another one.
Yeah, there you go. Whew. You got this.
Are you helping him?
I rolled the exact same
Yeah,
I
of
rolled
course.
it before, so Flash of Genius is all I need to succeed again.
How many times can you do Flash of Genius?
Go to my intelligence modifier.
Oh, nice.
Pretty high.
All right,
Yeah.
so you start poking and prodding around. You're able to carve out little tiny sections of this. You get a little tiny. You pull out a clear canister and are able to put several chunks inside of it. 6 to be exact. And
Wow.
you click it with a loud. And then you slowly. I assume you've got like some sort of
There's probably
pack
some
or something,
storage,
right?
Like special storage
holding.
for it. Yeah.
So you hold
bag
out
of
your
holding,
you hold
yeah.
out your bag of holding, ready
I
to
thought that was the
emplace it
silver
in the
one.
bag of scolding. Is a bag of scolding.
No, it's
The other
that's
game.
extra.
Damn, I'm never gonna forget. I'm always gonna keep forgetting that. So you
And I
lower.
thought the one we,
Go ahead.
and I thought the one we had was sealed away that shield.
Oh yeah, it has the demon shield in it.
Do you still have that? Didn't you give that up?
No.
No, we did not give that up.
Right. No. I know. Okay. So but I thought you got rid. Did you keep the shield?
We kept the shield.
Okay. Well,
I'm pretty sure, right? I mean, that was like
Yeah.
10 episodes ago, but
Thought we left it at the library.
that's what I thought. I thought she
No.
asked
did we
it.
leave it at the library?
No, we did not.
Okay. So so
No, I thought
you're
we
going.
kept it,
We
yeah.
thought we would use the shield as a bartering
That's
chip
right.
to Zariel.
I do
And
remember
that's why
that
the
now.
Lady Savicus put it in a bag of holding, put a seal
That's
on
right.
it,
She put the
gave us
seal on
a
it.
tongue twister as the password for it, which was ridiculous, DM.
I don't remember what it was.
I don't
so that's
remember what
probably
it
for the
was,
best.
but I do remember that.
I believe it
Okay.
was. I believe it was.
I'll have to go back and get that. I
Yeah,
got
we'll
it.
have
I've
to-
got it written down somewhere, I'm sure. So
Yeah,
the
that's
question
funny.
is, since it's sealed, you can't actually open it. You didn't have another bag of holding, did you?
No.
Yes, sir.
So anyway, so you're gonna store it normally then, right?
I made one.
You made a bag of holding. All right.
Okay.
So
Oh, that's it,
How?
sir.
he pulls. It's one of his. Is it one of your infusions? So I gotta turn this on here. Yoink.
So what's my harvest precisely?
So what you've got in your hand, I'm gonna tell you what it does at the moment, but it's gonna also have additional effects. You basically have a necklace of fireballs, or a fireball necklace, right?
Wow, okay.
So you can throw it and it creates the same effect, but it's going to have other effects if you decide to use it in crafting, and I'm gonna leave that up to you. So that's basically what you have in your hand now.
Oh yeah, he does.
Okay.
He can make a bag of holding. That makes sense. They have a lot of items.
Yeah, they can do a lot. So, but if
Yeah.
you decide to use it in crafting, let me know because then we'll work out the actual details of how it'll work. But basically, you now have a necklace of fireballs. So throw the whole thing, kaboom! Throw one at a time, kaboom!
Mhm.
I thought it was funny because he was talking about fireball earlier. I was like, huh, that's ironic.
At least we harvested it. That's good.
Yeah, actually, I was kind of hoping it would explode because that sounded way cooler than just giving you a magic item.
Yeah, well,
All right.
players succeed
And
sometimes.
how many beads does it technically have on it that are functional?
I think it's one. I think it's just 6, isn't it? Let me double check.
36 plus
Well,
3.
that's how many That's how many we gathered. So that's why I assumed 6.
Yeah, I
Well, so
explained.
1d6 plus 3.
I didn't hear you.
1d6 plus 3. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you want to go with 6, with what Austin said, that makes sense. So
Yeah, since I flavored it as 6, we'll just give that to you instead of the 9.
Sure.
So it's a little less than you would have got, but.
Oh,
She
Steve.
shields, so she'll be shielded. She shields, so she'll be shielded, or she seals shields, so she'll be shielded.
That's
Oh,
good.
That
Steve.
sounds impossible to say, but you know,
I'm pretty sure that wasn't it.
No, it's not, but
Yeah,
that's a
but-
good one.
it's a good one.
All right, so you guys take a big breather. The whole thing around you takes a big breathe.
Forget it does that. A little weird. Not used to it.
As you guys start making your way, squeezing through this, you can feel the descent of this into different in deeper into the area. You come to another split. The area it's gotten kind of wider at the point you're at now, and it splits. One kind of goes down and to the left. The other one kind of goes down and to the right. That would be the other way, Justin. That would be right. That would be...
You can take your mask off in a couple minutes. I'll be out here.
Okay, I love you. So to the left, you can hear kind of. It sounds like. Give me perception checks. I probably need those first before I tell you what's down each side.
Right.
I have the sword and dark vision.
12.
Good. There's no light source other than these crystals occasionally. So, Either
Well-
your sword's glowing, isn't it, and providing a
Yeah.
light source.
Yeah,
Provides a
10
source.
feet bright light and additional 10 feet of dim light.
Yeah.
So
it's
that's a
pretty
20-foot range. And I believe my dark vision.
Yeah, we both have dark vision, which is 60 feet usually.
Yeah.
I have my fake cigar, so
I forgot about that.
I rolled an 8.
Okay. What about you guys?
Got a 12. Not super high.
Er,
I
Which
am meant
one
for combat.
I didn't hear you, Ian.
for perception, that's gonna be in 11.
All right. So as you guys get to this, you come to this next kind of fork in the vein, so to speak. This giant. Basically, you guys feel like you're walking through a giant vein at this point. To the left, you can hear some mumbling, like a. I don't want to say mumbling. Mumbling's not right word. It would be more like a faint. Can't
We
think
just hear
of.
like voices.
No, it's not even voices. It's.
I don't like that.
I can probably just make the noise. Some weird, strange noise that you can't identify. It doesn't sound like a language that you can make out. It's too dim. And then that was to the left and down, and to the right and down. You can it. Let me check something really quick. It almost smells of strong iron. Like you can almost taste blood in your mouth, kind of thing. And it's very strong from the. Shit, I already got the two directions mixed up again.
That was the right bottom.
To the right, bottom right, yeah. With the smell of the iron on the tip of your tongue and nose. And taste it. Which direction do you guys want to go?
Assuming that the left immediately leads to a fight that we probably don't need to take, let's just take the right and just try and...
That's funny. I like that.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Probably gonna have to swim through some blood though.
Yeah. That would be the disgusting yet less violent course of action.
I'm just trying to make sure we all get to the end of this.
Agreed.
All right. What about Merle?
Oh, I'm outvoted no matter what I say, so.
Oh yeah.
Doesn't mean you can't role play and make a stink about it. All right. Let me look at something here. 139.
As we take that direction, I take another handprint and just go.
What are you doing?
What are you
Marking?
doing?
Yeah, I'm using the light cantrip. It lasts an hour.
Yeah.
On any surface, so I could just go. And it's there.
And it gives you kind of a light source for a little bit.
Yeah.
You can only
It
do
also
one at a
stays there.
time, or you create, and I'm like are you creating lanterns as you go?
I think it's only one at a time.
Does it say one at a time?
Yeah, because I think
Oh,
it
yeah,
fades.
so
I
you
think it
cast
fades
again.
away.
Yeah, it does say cast.
Because I was like, that's a pretty cool idea.
But oh well. I'll just cast it on the side and just be like, we'll know where we came out. I guess I'll put it at the entrance
Okay then.
of where we came out of, and then went into veering into that. Does that
Sorry.
make sense?
Yeah, I'm trying to look for something, and I know it should be here, but I can't find it, and it's driving me bonkers. Lulu kind of mentions as you guys get closer. Oh my, I'm so excited, I can feel it. We're getting closer, boys. We're getting closer.
Wait, you know where the sword is?
No, of course not, but how do you know which direction the wind blows? It's kind of like that, you know?
Like you can feel it almost.
Yeah.
You sure it's not this blowing at you?
What? Nah, I don't. It could be, I guess. I don't really know, darling. To be honest.
Kyra, you see Kyra facepalm.
All
He's
right.
like, well, you know what?
That's what I'm looking for. Okay, I found what I was looking for. I was like, that's because I spelled it wrong when I was searching for it. All right, so that's on 131. All right. I went too far. Amuse yourselves for a second.
Do 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 do.
Amuse ourselves. That's funny.
Oh, Steve.
What? I feel bad because I can't run and pay attention to that stuff, but I really want to see chat.
Right?
He says, "Hey, Teodri, crawl in there and fix the heater. Descent into a furnace. Wahaha! I kill myself."
It's funny. Descent into a furnace. Oh, I see what you did there. Alrighty. All right, so as you guys make your way out, you can see the thrumming of a dim light, the red light coming from similar crystal, the blood crystals, and then as you come into this open, 30-foot wide chamber, an exit going out the other side, you see a large pool of blood. You guys are basically coming out from like the top corner as you break out of this, and it kind of ramps down, and you see a large pool of blood that fills the center of this chamber, and you see 5 goat-headed demons reeking of rot crouch along the edges of the pool, staring at a corpse that's floating dead at its center. They have not
Demons or devils?
spotted you. It is certainly demons. And they have not spotted you at the moment.
Oh boy.
As you bust out, I forgot. You got a big ass glowing sword. Hang on a second. I got to do that check.
Oh shoot!
I got to do that with advantage.
Oh no!
So they do look up as you bust out. You walk. You stick out, and your big giant glowing sword draws their attention, and they look up at you. They take on a hideous kind of defensive stance, and they snarl and neigh. And I can't. I was gonna make a goat sound, but I can't. Nope, that's not gonna work. I don't do goat noises. And I need initiative as they charge at you.
Does Chiron still have my protection from evil and good?
How long does it last? If it lasts an
10
hour,
minutes.
then yes. If not, nope.
Okay.
You
that's
spent
fine.
wait. Did you cast it? You casted it. Yeah, you do because you casted it after we did the poking and prodding for the crystal, right? You did it at the split, or
No,
was
I
it
didn't.
before
No,
that?
no.
Okay,
That was
then
before that.
He spent a good half hour poking and prodding at
That's
that.
fine.
So
Yeah.
16.
I probably should write this down, huh?
13.
Zorax is ready for the fight as always.
How do you have 22?
I have 2 dexterity. And I rolled 20.
Okay. This is what I get for using the standard array.
Right.
I rolled. I got very fortunate. Pretty much turned my 8 into a 20.
All
That's
right.
all I got.
So, Merle,
16.
16. Oh, hey, I can take this off now. Ugh. Oh, that's so much better. Merle's got a 16. All right, Chiron.
13.
Chiron's got a 13. Zorax, 22.
22. 22.
Oh, Steve. Good goat
Happiest
noises. They're tough
player.
to
This is
bleed.
fun. It's cool, you guys. Heck yeah, dude.
They're tough to what?
Bleat. I don't know what that means.
I don't know.
I'm not really sure.
I'm not hip to his old man language.
Yeah, I don't know either. Steve, could you educate me in all seriousness?
Maybe it's like leet speak, but for older people. Just be bleat
Goats
speak.
bleat, as in like that's how they talk, I guess.
Maybe. Maybe he just
Makes
knows
sense.
more than us. All right, so I
Probably.
think I got you guys here. It is worth pointing out again that there are several of these crystals in here. These glowing red blood crystals that you guys have identified inside of here. And top of the initiative is Zorax, who got up. Oh, that's funny.
Oh no. Great.
That's okay. I need to go find 230. Boom! Found what I was looking for. I love this monster.
Oh,
What, the undead, the corpse in the middle?
What? No, the goat people you're fighting.
Oh no.
You guys actually do identify these as Bulizaus from your readings. These horned demons tend to lash out at foes with its large spiky tail. In your readings, you learn all about their violence and how severe it is. They're very just all over the place. They like to gather in, scrabbling little mobs like this, and often wrestling and fighting among themselves. They're generally used as foot soldiers by the demon lords in their armies. They're disfiguring ailments. Disfiguring ailments seem to plague these sorts of creatures. One has a big crusted eye. Another one's got maggots coming out of a hole in its cheek. You see another one with just rotten like flesh just kind of hanging off of it. So how many did I say? There was 5. There's 5, right? There's 5.
Yep.
how do they handle fire?
Huh?
How do they handle?
You do recall that they are resistant to a numerous number of elements, including cold, lightning, and fire.
Not immune.
Not
Not
immune.
immune. Yes, so there are 3 of the blood crystals, 5 of these goat men, these Bulizaus, and in Zorax, what are you going to do?
How far away are they?
You guys,
Less than a short distance, right? Yeah.
yeah,
'cause this room's only like 30 foot.
you guys just walked in and it's just a 30 foot, so you can get to anywhere in this room in a matter of a movement. As far as you, minus the big giant puddle in the center that's got a 10-foot diameter of blood. It's pool, not puddle. But remember,
Okay.
this isn't a flat room. The room is like a bowl shape.
Like a bowl.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll say
So
Would the slopes be considered difficult terrain?
it's all going to be difficult terrain. The slopes, the blood, the natural sponginess of the ground just makes it tough to move. What were you going to ask, Ian?
Rex, I have an idea. Don't run in there just quite yet. But get ready to slice and dice.
Okay.
Do you want to tell him outside of character what you're planning?
Fireball the room.
Nah, I mean, I kind of figured that's what he was gonna do, without like even thinking about it. I was like, he's just gonna blow up the whole room. That's fine. I kind of take note. I was like, he's probably got a plan, and then I forget that these all go. I take my pike. I ready to attack if they get close.
So you're readying your action for when they get close.
Yes.
All right. Anything else?
Just a simple attack. Nope, that's it.
2 of the creatures, one with a big boils on its face, open sores, and another one has its jaw broken off, leap at you instantly from across the room, closing it in an instant. They don't run. They just, from a standing foot, they just, boom, leap up against you. Their barbed tails wrap around. One strikes at Zorax, and the other one is going to strike at Chiron. Of course, they would end up attacking the 2 with frickin' plate.
Yep.
Shame on me, Justin.
I would like to use my reaction to do my shield thing.
Okay, to help to impose disadvantage.
Well, it says the creature you can see attacks a target other than you. Yeah. within 5 feet of me.
Okay.
I'm going to use my Voidwalker aura.
Okay.
So as it's wait, does it have to be use attack roll against an ally? Yeah, I could just because I'm assuming he's attacking him, right?
He
So
is.
I'm just gonna take him, place him right in front of me where the slope is.
Okay.
So
All right.
he can't hit him.
All right.
While he's
So
giving me a shield, I guess.
yeah. So here's what happens.
Let's go.
These two creatures
Oh,
leap
oh,
across. What?
Yeah. No, you're good. Keep going.
These two bulazaos, I don't know how to say that. That's what I'm gonna go with. Bulazaos, jump across, closing the distance in an instant. As the one is flying through the air, its tail whips around and launches right towards Chiron, and then an instant later he vanishes into like a shadow and then reappears, smashing right in front of Zorax. Right? That's where you wanted it to go?
Yep, just right in
The
front of
other
me.
one that was already heading towards Zorax gets a shield smashed into its face and redirects its tail as it smashes into the bulbous edge of the wall and pops one of the blisters, splashing poor Zorax's face again.
Did he miss with his attack?
Yes, he did, because
Oh,
of the disadvantage.
Yeah.
So they both start. They
I have a
both
mask on. I'm just like,
They-
I got like a face shield.
they bellow and roar in your face. The rancid smell, it almost makes you want to gag. And in fact, Merle, these at the start of your turn, I need you to give me a Constitution saving throw against this rotting stench that is just dripping. You can see maggots coming out of their face. You need to give me 2 of them, 1 for each creature.
One's 21.
Yep.
You are getting my +5, right?
Also 26. And 17. And
Because you are getting a +5 from me.
Yep.
Okay.
So the smell makes you, vomit in your throat a little bit, but you quickly swallow it down and stay on your guard. What are you gonna do, Merle?
reach to my bandolier. And mother. Now, most bullets might have your name on it. I flip them to open the lever where it's in the bullet. Slide in. However, this one is addressed to whom it may concern.
Oh, do I get an attack because I ready?
Oh, yeah, you do. I am so sorry. I apologize. I forgot about that. Go ahead and give me an attack roll. Sorry to interrupt you, Ian. That was I
18.
messed that up. 18? That'll do it.
Okay. I assume I only get 1 attack.
Yeah, your reaction
Yes.
only does 1. You can still smite with that bitch, though.
11.
You gonna smite?
No.
Okay. So as its tail's coming in, you end up clopping off, and it parries your blow just so you take a chunk of its goat horn off, and it kind of just at you.
I don't speak goat.
He actually shouts in Abyssal, but it's more of a growl than any words. All right. Sorry about that, Merle. I do apologize. That's my
To
bad.
whom it may concern.
Yes.
So this fireball, I'm going to try to hit as many of those goat men as possible, as well as the crystals, to make a really big kaboom.
What's the radius on fireballs? 20 feet, right? The entire room is 30.
Yeah, so you just gotta shoot a little bit, and you'll hit everything.
Yeah, 20 foot radius.
All right.
Yeah, just shoot just this far ahead of me.
And it's a 17 dexterity save, so.
Okay.
That's a lot of damage.
So, let's see.
Add 4 extra dice to your roll for the crystals.
Oh.
7, 13, 15, 18, 20, 25, 28, and... Whoa. 30, 32, 37, 33 damage.
How much? 33?
33.
33?
I think
43. 43.
43.
That's right. All right. So, does that include the extra rolls?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So, as you send this bullet addressed to whom it may concern, you release a blast in the center of the room that catches all the crystals as well as all the enemies.
Dang
Well, unfortunately, you didn't quite anticipate the increased impact of the crystals as it expanded the radius by 20 feet, 5 feet for each crystal, and there was 3. So an extra 15 feet radius, which fills the entire room, which also captures you guys in it. But
Oh, no.
because you guys are up against the edge a little bit, I'm gonna give you advantage on the saving throws. Which he nicely said was what, 17?
Yeah.
Yep.
Dex save, right?
Yep.
And it's you said with advantage.
Yes, because I'm gonna count. You guys are backed up against the edge and just came out, and since you didn't run inside, I'm not gonna make you take the whole brunt of it. Plus, there's 2 guys in front of you that are gonna absorb some of it too. And I'm
Pass the
benevolent.
save.
You pass the
Well-
save. Half damage.
Oh,
What 40 something?
44, I think. Is
Okay.
what he said, right? So it's 22.
So 22. Okay.
I got 12.
That would be
That's
40,
not my plus
44
5?
points of fire damage to you.
I have resistance to fire
Oh yeah,
damage.
so you're good.
I know you do because you're a tiefling.
So
I'm
that's
going to have to use Flash of Genius to succeed.
I imagine that's a good idea.
So as this explosion goes, you instantly think, I didn't plan for that.
You just go, oh shit.
I'm very much
So was
thinking of
so was
those.
the half damage. So was the half damage 22?
Yeah,
Yes.
half damage is 22.
Oh, jeez.
I instantly am envisioning those laboratory
23.
experiments that just say, I didn't expect that, but I can work with this.
Yeah.
As it engulfs.
I'm picturing Mer going.
What's that?
Picturing Mer going. I'm picturing Mer going. Worth it.
In spite of being highly resistant to fire, you notice that several limbs and chunks are blown off of these creatures. Terrifyingly, though, they are still standing, but they are moving sluggish. Their bellows are almost mute at this moment. The smoke
They're
is
like,
billowing out. Yeah, they just
That wasn't good.
even in the presence of hell, that still wasn't something that they expected. The blood that was in the pool has splattered everywhere and burst into like a bloody mist, steam in the area. So now the area is coated in a thick red fog, which causes everything to be heavily obscured in the area.
Oh, man.
Anything else, Merle?
All right, and bonus action. Bonus action, Eldritch Cannon.
Okay.
With disadvantage, I guess, but
Yeah.
will be a 12 to hit, so I'm guessing that's a miss.
You would guess correctly. So as your turret kind of just
This is
blasts
a
off,
shank.
pew pew pew.
The shame, because the 2 dice I rolled was a 2 and a 20, so...
Oh no.
Yeah.
So at this moment, you hear a bellowing roar and some screaming. You can hear the other creatures moving around, but you can't see them at all. What are you gonna do, Chiron?
Bonus action.
I need you to start when at the start of your turn. I need 2 Constitution saving throws.
Still good plus 5.
So that's +7 on my con save.
Not bad. I think that's what I got. Yeah.
They're the same ones. So that's 22.
Okay.
Yep. All right. So this rancid smell kind of assaults you a little bit. Luckily, you're able to you kind of blow it away a little bit, and your body can kind of. Luckily, you didn't eat recently, so it's not gonna come back up. You can go now.
Bonus action, Hunter's Mark, the one that tried to pounce me.
Okay.
And I move in with the Blade of Bahamut and take 2 swipes at it.
Let him have it.
Works for me. I'm assuming it's still done at disadvantage, but
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
That's
You're
probably
You're not gonna believe this.
another crit, probably.
Both of my attacks are crit.
well, you have disadvantage, right?
Everyone
Aren't
does.
they right in front of me?
Everything's covered in a dense fog,
Yep.
Oh.
even though they're right in front of you.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm,
know that
I'm
sucks.
looking. I'm looking for the spell right now to make sure I'm reading it correctly and in detail.
Yeah.
It's
Sorry, bud.
basically, yeah, that's devastating.
Alright, I'll just
What are you?
I was rolling for both my attacks at the same time. I didn't know I was supposed to do it at disadvantage, so
Okay, well then.
That's okay.
So wow, that's so both of those
Both those are
were
crits.
crits. That's awesome.
Yeah.
But that means one still crits
Yeah, 1 crits.
because you rolled 2 crits at disadvantage. So you still crit.
yeah, that's insane.
That's still insane. Yeah.
Okay, so that's 14 for the crit damage. Let me pull out my calculator.
Best.
And the regular stuff. 12 plus my damage modifier. That is 31 for the crit.
Okay.
It's a lot.
And so was that a smite or was that just a straight attack?
that
Oh,
was
it's just
a-
the crit.
that was my crit.
You cleave the first one in half. So you just swing wildly where you remember him last being without being able to see, and your blade cuts into something thick. You hear a guttural, and you hear a thud as its top half hits the ground. You still
You
have
hear
an
2
attack.
thuds. It goes.
Oh yeah, because the legs fall over too.
Yeah.
Let
Very dead.
me check the details on
Very
Hunter's
confirmed.
Mark.
Should just go to the next thing, right?
On my subsequent turn using a bonus action.
Okay, so not right now. Fair enough.
Yeah. So that's my first attack.
Get a second one.
Yeah, heavily obscured, blocks vision entirely.
Oh wow. So it's
Do I
basically
see-
being blinded.
So do I see
He's
the-
still crit.
No, you just heard it. You heard his body
Um,
clunk to the ground.
Yeah, you're certain it's dead because you cleaved it in half. But beyond that, you don't know how it died.
All right, so just in case, I just aim where I heard the thud.
All right, give me an attack roll.
The disadvantage, I bet.
Yep.
Whoops, that fell. Oh. That is longsword. Does 15 hit?
It does.
Jeez.
Yeah, they don't.
So
They're not.
that
They're not
is-
very tough.
I imagine they're kind of like minion monsters. They are foot soldiers, so
Yeah.
they're kind of just cannon fodder.
Something like that. They have a dope ass ability if I could get you with it, but it's really hard.
Yeah.
Mostly because you guys are basically armored tanks walking around.
Yeah, we kind of just walk
That's
through a bunch of
13
stuff.
points of slashing.
There you go.
Yep. You hear a loud as you cut into something, but it's you can tell by the lack of heavy resistance that it's tis but a flesh wound. But the thing does bellow and roar. You can see a little bit of a disturbance in the red fog. Anything else?
No, that'll be my turn.
You hear a savage barrage and a lot of crunching and squishing as something darts out from around you. You raise your shield and your arms defensively. Woo! That's not good. I don't. 18. At disadvantage doesn't. I don't think that hits your AC, does it?
No,
I didn't think
that's
so.
21. I have my shield and holding the blade one-handed.
So as you hear this screaming, you hear it getting closer, this thunk 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 charging at you. You hold up your shield and something lashes underneath your shield and smashes right into your armor and banks off and keeps smashing repeatedly until you pull your shield down to kind of shove it away. Zorax, what are you gonna do? It's completely hard to see in here. If this light fog or whatever it is completely blotted out almost everything. You're charcoal. You're feeling a little burnt right now, a little crispy, like you're in the oven too long.
Yeah, I've had worse.
Good thing
I've had
that's-
so much
that-
worse. I've had so much
From
worse.
this, ready your actions to attack the first enemy that we clearly see. Throwing that out there.
Yeah.
Or I can run at it and hope I hit it, which is the Zorax way of handling this. I'm gonna find that thing that just swung at my buddy Chiron over there, and I'm gonna try and hit it. That's gonna be my attack action. Because I'm assuming I can tell it was just there.
Yeah.
Probably
I mean, but
hear it.
it's still disadvantage. But yeah.
Well, yeah, that's fine.
Until
So I'm gonna
somebody
swing at
clears out the smoke at least, or the fog.
I go to hit it.
Oh.
Does a 16 hit?
Yes, but I also need you to give me.
Oh, 2 con saves.
It is now 4 con saves.
Alright. Me.
It's gotta be an aura thing.
Let's see here.
I
18,
saw that.
So 18 was the lowest on these two, so I'm assuming that might pass. This one might be the problem. And the lowest on these two was 16. Do I pass?
You take 11 points of necrotic damage as that rotten, rancid smell gets inside your body and starts to burn from the inside, just like you just
Said 11.
just like you just ate a like a chili pepper. Your insides are on fire.
I take half of that because I'm an Azamar, and I'm just like,
You're just awesome.
fuck, that doesn't feel great.
You got resistance to necrotic.
And Radiant
Okay,
as an Azamar.
awesome. So you take half
Yeah.
that then.
Does 16 hit?
Yes.
Yeah, awesome. Rolling for damage. That is max damage, 15.
Woo.
Wow.
That's only one attack.
Yeah, you smash into something heavy, you get some good meat, and you feel some resistance as something grabs onto it and pulls it away, and it...
I go to attack again.
Alright, give me an attack roll.
Damn. That would have been a crit, but that's okay.
Coulda, shoulda,
It
woulda.
almost was.
Probably not. It's a 14. I don't know if that's gonna hit.
It does.
Holy shit. Get out. I rolled a 5. It's like, I don't know.
Their
man.
armor, their armor is really well.
After I hit it that time, I'm like, nope, this time's definitely gonna be it. So I'm gonna smite this one. What smite is D8, right? 2D8.
It's 2d8.
2D8.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it goes up at 10 too, doesn't it?
No.
No, doesn't it?
No, it's just permanent. It just stays on.
What?
It only changes based on the spell slot you use.
That's right.
8.
And
6 and
even-
8. So that'd be
14.
14 radiant damage and 8 stabby damage.
All right, so you release a gout of energy channeled through your weapon as a radiant glow bursts in out of your weapon like a Kamehameha wave.
Oh wait, it's a fiend. I can roll another one.
Is it?
Right?
It
It's
is
a demon, so I assume.
Demons are fiends, yeah.
So an extra
Oh.
4
It's a
radiant
fiend
damage.
demon is what it says on the stat block.
Yeah.
What'd you get?
Fiend. It was an extra 4 radiant damage.
How does it end? You can't see, so keep that in mind when you describe the
I was
ending.
gonna say, after I hit it the first time and I realized it got it real good, I just go, okay. And it knocks away my spear. I take it like with its momentum and I kind of almost backhand it with the pike and then I bring it down right into its head, assumingly.
With a sickening crunch
Mhm.
and a glowing radiant energy blast of power that blows off something.
just
All right. So that was the one that was fighting Chiron, so he's
I
gone.
realized I felt its head explode when I felt the gray matter kind of spew on my face. I'm like,
An
that's
attack
not
comes sailing over top of you, and 23 with disadvantage against Merle.
You with disadvantage?
Yes. Yeah.
Wow. I mean, granted, I've been hitting pretty high too with low numbers, so hitting a high number would be pretty
Yeah.
easy.
What's that?
Shield, so 25.
Shield.
Oh. So, so as this thing comes flying at you, you don't notice the attack, but you see it. You just slightly see a disturbance in the cloud in front of you, the red cloud, as it's pushed out of the way by this thing's launching tail. And at that instant, you snap your finger, a little gadget pops open a barrier, and it cracks right into it, and it just viciously slams into it, and your shield cracks and flickers, and you just kind of smirk at him. You got any one-liners for him?
Legit.
Okay. Speaking of Merle, it's your turn.
I expected nothing less.
Alright. First off, I'm going to cast a Thunder Wave. Like, to hopefully clear up some of this fog is the main intention. At least the ones directly in front of us.
Yeah. All your allies are right in front of you too. You know that, right?
I'm going to put it in a way where they don't get hit.
There's a.
You're
You're gonna have to pass by the monsters in order to open. There is just barely. You guys squeezed out of this little area. So you'll have to probably take at least one op attack to get around into a position to safely not hit your allies. Look, it's only one out of the 3 that are there, but
In that case, Ray of Frost.
Fair enough.
isn't your shield still up?
no, that
No, it's only
dissipates
for
at
the
the
one
start of its
attack.
next turn.
Alright, so that's going to be a 23 to hit.
Is that an attack roll? With disadvantage?
And here's the annoying thing. Like, this roll is mocking me big time. Because first off, I rolled with disadvantage. One of the dice I rolled was a natural 20.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
And all of my damage dice are 1s.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's the disadvantage die?
That 23.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So
Well,
he still
okay then.
hits.
All right, so yeah, so you just start blasting your ray gun into. I'm kind of sad. I really like the idea of knocking the fog away, but wasn't worth a single op attack, huh? I guess not after
I wouldn't
taking
wanna
your
take
own
damage.
fireball to your face.
Yeah.
You haul out your ray gun and you start pew 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 pew, and with a loud. I got it.
3 cold damage.
Yep.
They minus 10 to their movement. That matters.
Yeah, I guess maybe not in this case. We're
Not
kinda
while they're
tight-knit.
stuck right in front of you, but
Yeah. and the Eldritch Cannon.
Every time you say Eldritch Cannon, you know what I imagine? Did you guys ever watch
Eldritch Blaze.
Predator? In Predator, he's got that little shoulder cannon that pops up and just finds
Oh,
stuff,
yeah.
and then that's always what I think of.
I forgot that. He had that.
You're not wrong.
What's that?
That's once again a 23 to hit.
With disadvantage?
23 to hit for 8 force damage, and he's knocked back 10 feet.
There you go.
So you hear are you shooting the same target you already shot?
I assume, yeah.
All right. You hear a loud thud, and as your laser cannon pew 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 shoots into the end, creates almost little tunnels of where it shot through, and you see right through that little tunnel before the smoke falls in. You see it smash into one of the goats, and it hits him right in the head. You see his head go flailing back, and he flails back before that little hole closes up with the smoke. And he is. You don't know his fate.
Fair enough.
Give me the horns, I give you the barrel.
I do need 3 Constitution saving throws from you. I was supposed to have you do that at the beginning of your turn, and I forgot.
Who knew?
Yeah.
3, huh?
Yeah. The 17's the DC, so
Oh, shit.
that's not really
Alright,
that
I got
high with all
2.
what you have.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of take down 5 of it.
Yeah.
Alright, actually, with the +5, I'm good.
All right.
Yeah.
So once again, that kind of sickening, gaggy feeling kind of runs through your body. But you're able to shake it off. Ooh. I wish I rolled that good as a player. All right, so out of nowhere, Zorax, a large horn comes thrusting at you as it smashes into you. I need a Constitution saving throw, DC 17. And you're going to take... Where's the D12? Which one?
Wait, isn't it my turn?
17.
What? No, Merle, bad guy, you. It goes Zorax, bad guy, Merle, bad guy, Chiron. It used to be a bad guy after you, but he died pretty quickly.
I got a 17 meet and beat.
Yep, okay.
I'm just... Oh, God.
Yeah, you're really...
It's getting rammed.
Yeah, you're... Yeah. Unfortunately, that guy missed, and then the last one that comes swooping in, that is assaulting, I need a contested check, by, Chiron. I need you to beat a 17. 18.
Athletics, I'm assuming.
Yep, it's a grapple
Or
check, so it's
athletics
either
or-
athletics or acrobatics.
I'm going with athletics. And am I within 5 feet of Zorax?
It's not gonna save you there. It's not a saving throw.
Oh,
It's your.
I actually heard that.
Your
I
athletics.
actually heard Pepper's purring. By the way,
She's adorable, yeah.
It's your
I
athletics.
call the cell phone ring. I'm vibrate.
My
baby girl,
don't kill.
wait, no. Why did I roll? Why did I roll with advantage or disadvantage?
Just reroll.
Log.
Just
I'm
reroll
just
with
gonna-
just one.
Just roll one.
Yeah, I'm
Just roll one. Dude.
okay. That is a 16.
Not gonna do it.
Oh, no.
As you guys look, you blink.
Oh, we can't see anything.
Well, yeah, okay. You hear a scream.
You see a
Yup,
shadow.
as Chiron, you are dragged away towards the pool.
Ah!
And it's gonna yeah, it drags you over towards the thick pool in the center.
Oh no.
And that is going to use its turn, both of those turns. It is now your turn. This creature You can't see much of it because of the bloody fog, but you can see it. It's dripping like saliva dripping out of it. It's bulbous uh, sores bursting on its face as it's screaming and howling in your face. Spittle getting all over you. What are you gonna do?
Do I need to make the con saves?
You need to make 2. Yes. Thank you
Okay.
for reminding me. I'm terrible. I don't remember until I actually look back at the stat block when it's already your guys' turn. But it's supposed to be at the beginning of your turn.
Okay, I got an 18 and a 23.
Oh, you're going to be okay. You're able to control the gag reflexes, but it's getting strong.
So am I prone?
You are grappled. That is it.
Oh.
So all that means right now is your movement is 0.
Let me see. Hey. Bonus action, Misty Step.
Don't you have to see where you're going for that to work?
Uh,
It says choose an unoccupied space you can see.
yeah.
Not going to work. You have to see where
Ah,
you're
never
going
mind.
or you'll end up in a wall.
Um,
That would have been a good move, though. That's a great way to get out of a grapple normally.
What, teleporting?
Yeah, he wants to teleport, but it requires you to see where you're going.
yeah, this fog is not
Nah,
helping.
yeah.
Nope,
That
not at all.
sucks. Yeah. If only you had blink.
Hang on, let me see the grappled. Um,
Just go to
oh,
the
so
east
just
go
my
road,
move.
bro.
So my speed is just 0.
That's it.
Does.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can just attack normally.
Well, no, you still have disadvantage because you can't see.
Right.
Yeah.
Never mind.
It ain't good.
Oh, that's not good. No wait, actually, that's a 14 to hit for the first attack.
It's gonna do it.
Wait, could I? No, I can't see what it is.
Nope, some spells, anything that requires you to see, won't work. I don't know what you're gonna do,
There's
but
no
that's for
fight.
clear. Yeah.
I was gonna no. I was gonna see if I could move my hunter's mark to.
A target you can't see?
If the target drops to 0 hit points before the spell ends, you can use a bonus action on a subsequent turn of yours to mark a new creature. Doesn't say
Doesn't
whether
say
or not
anything
I can
about
see.
seeing? Sure, have at it.
All right, so that is
Pretty good.
hunter's mark damage plus.
Oh, dude, are you eating pizza rolls? I want some pizza rolls.
Just some chicken nuggets.
Oh,
Oh,
that's not as good as pizza rolls.
so
I've got
that's
pizza rolls.
12.
They're all fun.
17 points of slashing damage,
Ooh.
and that's just the first attack.
No, how does it end?
Oh. Okay.
Really?
That's a lot of damage. That fireball
It is
really,
a lot.
that fireball
Yeah.
really weakened him a lot. It didn't quite kill him, but
Okay, so I do this with the sword, stroking the blade against the non-sharp side, and I say, Bahamut, guide me, and I just do a horizontal swing right in the direction where I'm being grappled, or the source of my grapple, and that's it.
okay.
Muhammad guided you a lot, man.
Yeah, the whole thing is just nice one. All right. Anything else? You still have you now have all your movement and you have an extra attack. You don't know where to move to, but
Would I remember the direction I got dragged from?
Probably.
generally, yeah.
I generally
Well,
move back.
I don't know. Would you? Because in the
There's
middle
no
of a
way you wouldn't,
in the middle
right?
of a scuffle, though, in an actual fight, you're being scuffled and
absolutely
moving
you would.
around.
Actually, that's a fair point. So,
Because usually you don't just okay. You fight and I'll fight. Usually there's some scrubbling and he was dragged and they were fighting back and forth. I could see them spinning. How about you give me a wisdom
See, here's the thing.
saving throw?
I just imagine the guy didn't even attack him. He just yoinked him, right? He didn't know he was there.
Right, but
And
he
went
fought
only
back.
one direction.
But he ended up
But he only
fighting
went
back.
one direction.
That may be true, but you're thinking it more from the mechanics of how the characters move instead of...
No, what I'm saying is he was surprised. He obviously figured out he was getting grappled, but what I imagine is he won the grapple well, I guess quickly in my eyes, where he just kind of like got a hold of him because he's in surprise and he's getting, he's in the mist, and then he just yoinked him over his shoulder and just started running.
Yeah, but
That's what I thought.
it's the fighting after in the combat of the attack
Yeah.
that mixes it up. I think I would agree that
I
the
could see
dragging away would probably, if he would have just turned around and went, I would say okay, yeah, you would know. But in the middle of a combat, because in combat you're not really just standing back and forth. You're kind of moving in circles and strafing each other when you're in battle. So I would say that would cause confusion. I think a wisdom saving throw to be able to determine the direction is a fair
I
and
can agree
reasonable
to that.
decision. So
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
agree.
stick with that. We'll give you a nice
Oh, for sure.
soft one at 14 DC.
I rolled a 23.
Oh,
Yes,
there
you
go.
know exactly
Doesn't
which
matter.
direction you gotta go.
Oh, you're a
I
paladin.
move.
Wisdom's a
Hey.
high stat.
You move back.
I moved back with half my movement.
Um,
Try to give some space between everyone.
something lashes out and catches you in the neck. Give me a Constitution saving throw, and you take 12 points of damage. As something pierces you in the neck.
Why did I roll twice again? Jeez. That's better. That's 16.
Not gonna do it.
So that was like 12.
What? 12 damage,
Disagree.
and you failed the con save. So
Yep.
you have become poisoned until this effect ends. The inside of your body begins to burn, and you can feel pustules or boils beginning to fester upon your arms.
Wait, did you say poison?
It's not. It's a you are poison. The poison condition applies, but you have
Okay.
a disease as well.
I'm immune to disease.
Of
Paladin.
course you are.
We're
Okay,
paladins.
never
we are.
mind then. Man, all right. Fucking.
We're paladins, so we just have divine health. I forgot about that.
You say a quick prayer to Bahamut, and he heals the instant festering boils in the light cough you got. All in a matter of seconds.
It says by third level, the
Kyron?
divine magic flowing through you makes you immune to disease.
Yeah.
It's quite handy.
Yeah, bastards. All right, Zorax.
But I'm still poisoned.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you don't get
all right.
you don't suffer the actual interesting aspect of it, but that's okay. It does it does a lot of stuff for 24 hours, like reduces hit point max and shit. It's pretty cool.
Oh shoot.
Yeah, it's okay. What are you gonna do?
Where am I actually?
You haven't moved. You're still at the center
Yeah, I
or
guess I
the
haven't
beginning
moved. I kind of
entrance.
just stood my ground.
Yeah.
I got dragged a certain amount.
So I remember Merle getting attacked, so I kind of turn around and I go, "Hey, you still all right over there?"
Dang Skippy.
Cool. I run forward.
All right.
And
Where are you running to?
the sound where I heard clanging, which I assume would be Chiron. And if it hits me, all the
Something
better, because that means I know where it's at.
something smashes into your plate from behind. And you can feel the tremble as something pierces with a loud tink and a couple rapid shots. You took an
I
op
turn
attack. Yeah, okay.
I turn around.
All right.
I'm gonna fuck it up. That's all I wanted. I want someone to hit me.
Yeah,
first.
and
I want-
and that's you left his area, so he was able to do that, and which is stupid because then it gives away his position. But whatever.
Mhm.
Not exactly the
Um,
smartest tools at an 8 intellect, so
No.
enough to follow
Um,
orders.
15 on the first attack.
Yep.
For 14 damage.
Okay.
And then I go for my next attack. It is a... Mind you, these are at disadvantage. 21. So I'm just going to
Yep.
go roll another thing here. And as max damage, 15.
How does it end?
I just take a good guess, and I ram my spear through it. Like, more than literally, I'm talking like, I impale this thing.
Shish kebab.
And
Demon
I
kebab.
pull it forward, and I take a good look at it.
As you pull your blade out with a nice juicy.
That's gross.
All right, what are you gonna do, Merle? Wait, I'm sorry. Do you got anything else, Zorax?
No, I need to make con saves. How
None.
Oh.
What are you gonna do, Merle?
Okay.
How many do we think are still standing?
Give me an intelligence check. Straight intelligence. Everybody.
7.
Everybody? 11.
11.
You have no idea. You guys have been hacking and swinging in this blinding, bloody mist. So you have no idea how you're unable to recall if you all hit the same one, you hit different ones. You're not sure.
Alrighty, thunder wave it is.
Okay.
Works for me.
You're gonna try to get into a position and not hit your pals.
If I get it, I get it. I'm
All
probably
right.
standing right in front of him.
I'm just
You-
trying to clear the space immediately in front of us.
Yep. You release a thunderous shockwave. What kind of gizmo or what do you have that does that?
Another bullet.
So you shoot a bullet into the ground and it explodes. That's cool.
I like that.
A 15-foot cube. So
Is this one addressed to whom it may concern?
Probably.
15-foot cube. Content matters. I guess I'll push back the mist in that cube. So
All right. So as you point your gun down, you blast it in front of you. A bullet releases a thunderous shockwave. The mist scatters and goes out, and all below around you, all you see is leftovers of 4 of these bulazaus. Bulazays. I don't even remember what I decided I was gonna call them. Bulazays. Bulazau. You see 4 corpses of these bulazaus and a charred remains of something that was already dead in the water when you first arrived.
So there's none left?
I think we got one left.
You are certain there was 5 when you
Then
started.
Yeah.
Right.
Hmm.
There's the 5th one. Stay on guard.
Do I hear that?
Yeah, you can see them.
Yeah, we can
Oh.
see each other now.
As you guys look around, there's nothing in the room that
Okay.
you can see.
Yeah. Hey, how's it going?
I got dragged into the fog.
That'll happen.
You can see the cracked red blood crystals, and then up in the top right corner of the room, across from where you entered, there must have been a chain of explosions because you can see outside now, and this hole blew all the way out to the outside. There's like a couple 100-foot hole that leads to the outside. It must have created a chain explosion that went through the entire wall, leading to a new exit door.
I look over at Chiron. You feeling all right?
No. And I use lay on hands to remove the poison.
There
Okay.
we go.
How many points does that take to do? 3? 2?
5.
5?
But we have like 45 right now.
Oh, well, then you're good then, huh?
45 apiece.
There's still one left.
Somewhere.
Alright, what are you going to do, Zorax? Just give me a perception check.
I'm gonna look. Probably the worst perception check I've ever made. 4.
Looks clear. You don't see anything. All you see is but the blood, gore, and stuff that this room is already coated in. You see burned scorch marks on the walls and the corpses of 4 of the bulazays here.
So this whole room is free from the mist, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It created a big enough shockwave that I counted it as like a breeze of wind bigger than 10 miles an hour.
Yeah. I use divine sense.
and that allows you to see not through solid objects, right?
60 feet.
Not
That's not behind
cover,
total
yep.
cover.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess that won't work.
You get nothing.
Yeah.
There's no smelly elevator fart in the air or anything like that. That you sense that there is any living demons or devils or undead or anything like that nearby. Looks clear as far as you can tell. Whatever it was must have left.
So did he get anything from the corpse in the middle?
I was gonna say I look at the corpse in the middle.
No, it's a corpse. You walk
Just
up. It's if it wasn't before, it certainly is now.
Yeah, just some humanoid.
Yeah, a very disfigured female.
Ooh.
Very ugly, a big wart on her nose.
Any valuables?
You guys can start poking around. Zorax, are you going to deem the area clear?
Clear enough for me. I'm gonna go
I'm still
investigate.
gonna be in attention because we do have a missing demon, so.
He's like, I don't care.
I'll just
Lulu,
kill
stay
him.
close.
I'll just kill it. It's fine, guys.
He's like, I got this. Do you need an investigation check?
Yep, 19. I'm sorry, 18.
You actually find a rolled up scroll inside of the robes of the corpse. Unfortunately, it's been charred to hell. So
Hey,
it
I
look,
go over to Merle. Can you mend this?
No.
No, can't mend charred. Damn.
I'll try. No.
it puts things back together, but I don't think it refurnishes them.
Yeah, I don't think it quite cleans them off. Well, what if I just like tear it apart and then I'm just like, here you go.
Then he'll mend 2 pieces of a scorched document back to one scorched document.
Damn.
Pretty much.
Well, no, I got nothing.
There's an exit out. There's 2 exits out of here. One you came from, and one on the opposite end that once again kind of leads into a downward chamber.
What do you guys think?
Shall we proceed?
I guess so. Do I want to go through the exploded wall, or do we want to go through this wall? Regular one. I want to look at the exploded one.
Let's take a look out there first, because why not?
Sure. With the exploded direction that the whole thing created.
Yeah.
All right. So you start squeezing your way through. What?
Sorry, go
But
ahead.
we start looking.
I was gonna say because they might have unintentionally made a shortcut. So
Yeah. So as you look out, you see, you can see some sort of because you're just looking through it. You haven't actually walked through it, right?
Yeah.
This
with my blade.
All right. So you start, poking around. As you can see it made a nice size hole, probably good, 5 feet in diameter. It's kind of erratic, as if the whatever it was, the crystals that chained weren't all really close together. So they're just like little pockets. Of
stuff.
You ever play Worms, where you drop the bomb and it takes a chunk out?
Yeah.
That's basically what you got. You got a bunch of those linked together. And it comes to an abrupt stop. You can see some sort of discoloration. You can't tell though because you're too far away. You can only see just slightly with your dark vision that there's something. It looks like a couple different shades of gray, kind of flashing in and out.
I go to investigate. I'm curious.
What, Zorax? Where are you going?
I'm gonna check this thing out. It sounds cool.
What thing? What did that? Oh.
I don't know. It's a thing. It's flashing. I use the light cantrip. I make a little light with my hands and I do this.
All right. So as you do that, you light the hole inside of this nasty scab. The blood in here is fresh from the explosion. It smells more like actually like a grill out, a cookout, because all this meat was just charged.
Yeah.
You see little spurts of blood kind of dripping out as if it was medium rare. Beat me to it. It's kind of like seared on the outside, but still raw on the inside. The scab on one side of this narrow passage, it's been stripped away, and partially revealed is what looks like one of the Citadel's stained glass windows. An opaque blue and yellow paint depicts the contemplative face of a beautiful angel.
Oh, we found a stained glass window.
All right then.
So I assume I gotta get it open.
Do you want to? Want to try? Give me a strength check.
I'm gonna punch through it with my
Can I assist him?
palms and my gauntlets.
Sure.
You just give me a pep talk. I got this. That's how you help me. You're giving me a pep talk.
Give him a moral boost.
Yeah, that's all I need.
You are
know
a
I'm strong.
strong person. You can
am-
do
And
this.
it's a photographic memorization of the scriptures of Bahamut.
You know what's funny? The pep talk worked. 26. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, 27. I'm punching straight through this thing. I hope.
So as you smash into it, it's like hitting a brick wall.
Oh.
It vibrates and resonates for a second, but
Ow.
it should have broke. It should have broke.
Magic.
Now, were you? Yeah, it should. Yeah, it should have broke. When you were helping him, you didn't. You just were telling him, "Hey, do a good job," right? You didn't. Did you? When you
Yeah.
helped him, did you physically help him, or was it
As far
just
as I
moral
remember,
boost,
no.
Chiron?
I was just saying, give me that pep talk. I'm gonna hit it.
And I just simply followed his request.
Okay.
Just give
So
me the
yeah,
pep talk.
it should have broke, but it didn't.
I just go.
Hey Merle, can you detect magic with this?
Wait a
I'm
minute.
gonna be honest, Chiron. Pep talk worked, but that's not normal. Whatever it was, I should have shattered like paper. Like that was.
Well, if I remember correctly, magic items aren't easily destroyed by normal means. So maybe this is magical.
I need to go back to
Ow.
the gym.
That's the item. Wait.
Now,
What's that,
Go back to the gym.
Ian?
what was that, Ian?
Yeah, I mean, depends on the item, because as you saw, we have some unstable crystals throughout the structure that can explode.
Hmm. I mean, maybe we could just blow this thing up. I don't know. Actually,
Are you
can
insane?
Yes. So,
He's like, yeah, duh.
Interesting. Oh no, I guess
So
dispel
did-
magic wouldn't work on this. I don't think remove curse would either. It's not really cursed. It's just protected. It's warded.
Is anybody else doing anything while Zorax is trying to figure out how to blow it up?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, I hope so.
Could I
Maybe not.
make a religion check on the painting of the
Sure.
stained glass?
Absolutely. It's clearly an angel.
17.
It is. It is an angel and an angel of the hell. So the sigils and stuff that are around it say something about the blessing of Zariel. You see the image actually looks as the angel is reaching out to a light towards the top of the window as it shines from it. She's trying to reach out and touch it. But
Huh. Blessing of Zariel, these sigils say.
I can see through this glass, right? The stained glass. Like
You-
I can
you-
see
you can-
somewhat clear to the other side.
you can see scabs and stuff through the other side.
So I can't see the other side of this.
Mm-mm. It's basically a window that's been boarded up by scabs, right? The only reason the explosion stopped is because it ran into a magical wall.
Yeah. Could I dispel magic? It says choose one creature, object, or magical effect within range. Any spell of third or lower on the target ends. If it's fourth or higher, must make an ability check based on my spellcasting ability.
You can certainly try.
It's a 3rd level slot. That's why I'm asking. But okay. The UC equals 10 plus the spell's level. Oh, that's not that good. I'll give it a shot. I'm gonna dispel magic the wall. I'm just gonna press my hand against it and just.
What level slot you using? 3rd?
I only have a 3rd,
Mm.
so it's not that good.
I got a 21.
Fuck. Yeah.
So you hold out your hand, you touch it, energy rushes from your hand, and you start to see it kind of crackle and start to break apart. But then the golden light rebounds and collapses back on your hand and kind of shocks you away. So it's definitely got powerful magic warding it or around it.
Huh. Well, we're not getting in through that way. Perhaps we should take the stairway.
Stairway. We'll
Did
put it in
uh,
quotes.
did somebody say they were gonna do detect magic? Did somebody do that? I don't remember.
Merle.
I thought I heard
about
that.
keeping it.
He does a ritual, so yeah.
Oh yeah, go ahead then.
All right, so you bust out some gadgets and he pulls out like a pan and the pan just like opens up and all these little candles pew, 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 pop up around it and he snaps his finger and one little wick just kind of and lights them all and he starts doing his little chanting and stuff and you can tell that the wall is imbued with powerful abjuration magic as well as some sort of magical effect that bestows some sort of how do I word this? That bestows a gift upon those who are worthy. I don't know how better to describe that. It's got some sort of blessing tied to it, much like what the word said.
So it's designed to keep something out, but also empower something in it. I think that's what I'm getting at.
I hold up the blade of Bahamut
Okay.
and mutter for glory in front of the glass painting.
So as you get closer, you feel kind of a thrumming inside your body, a warm feeling as you get closer to this thing, but there's no real other action. And actually, Merle, you felt it too when you were doing your magic. The closer, when you got kind of close to it, you felt this kind of warm, fuzzy feeling coming from it. You, Zorax, did not feel this.
Well, clearly, I wouldn't know about this because those
Right.
two felt it and they haven't said anything.
Right.
I go to punch again for good measure.
I stop him.
Um,
You think you're gonna stop my fist?
with his face, maybe.
With my shield.
Oh, he quickly catches your blade, your flying fist with his
Just
shield with a loud
right into
thud.
Hold your punches, Flame Fist.
That's what I do. I just punch things.
There's a blessing power from this glass painting.
What do you mean?
You don't feel it? Oh wait, it's that shadow stuff of yours. You probably
Shadow
don't feel it
stuff.
because
That's different.
So I just saw you do this with your hand. Are you just holding it out in front, or did you reach out and grab it, or?
I reach out and touch the painting.
A rush of energy fills you with a new, renewed vigor. You gain 20 temporary hit points for the next 24 hours.
Handy?
What's that?
Handy.
I look. I'm assuming I can clearly see this.
Oh,
happen.
yeah, you see this rush of whole golden light rush into him.
Whoa!
I just clench my hands in anger,
Whoa!
and I really give it a really good whop into the.
You smash into it, and it doesn't give.
I'm
Whoa!
angry.
That was That
Can
was.
I actually just rip the mask off and throw it on the ground like, this damn wall.
Hold your anger.
I will break
Celestial.
it.
What's Merle
Clearly,
doing?
this.
I am celestial by nature. And actually, only by name. I am celestial
I
by name
was
alone,
gonna
but
say,
not
I
by
think by
nature.
nature you're being a little generous, aren't you?
Yeah,
Clearly, you're not worthy of this blessing that is within this magic.
I don't care to be worthy. I just want through the damn thing.
What does Merle
I don't
do?
think we can.
I interact with the stained glass window.
A rush of golden energy rushes through your body and invigorates you. You gain 20 temporary hit points for the next 24 hours.
Okay.
Use divine sense for fun. So I have 4 more uses after this anyway.
It glows and radiates. That's only for creatures, right? Or is it?
Yep.
It can be objects.
Okay. It radiates divine energy.
It should be anyway.
No. Till next
Yeah,
turn,
you can
sense
also check the
anything.
presence of any place or object that's consecrated or desecrated. So I'm
It's-
assuming
I
this
would
is
say it's
consecrated.
consecrated, yeah. I would
Yeah.
say
Where are
it is.
you
That's
seeing
what I
that?
assume. It's right under it. It's right there. It's the last few sentences.
Where did you read this? In the book?
Oh, for crying out loud!
It's right there.
It's on the next
It's-
page in D&D Beyond, I
Let's
bet.
click on the paragraph to read the whole thing.
Wow, I have to press a button to read more.
Oh
I
shit!
have my books.
See, pages and books don't have buttons. Anyways, all right. So, no matter what Zorax tries, he cannot gain this boon or this blessing.
Perhaps
I
a
grab
gentle
my
touch.
mask and I put it back on. I'm like, my anger's been
Maybe you should
sated.
try a gentle touch.
I gently put my hand on the wall.
Nothing happens.
I thought so. I kind of assumed I knew where this is going. I'm like,
Would I
"Alright."
would I know anything about this being proficient in religion?
You know that it is an angelic blessing to those that are good and worthy. His facial expression just said it all.
Well,
Everyone's-
mine or Austin's?
Austin's.
No, I already knew. I was like,
He got
you
it.
don't have to spell it out to him, do you? I'm evil. Like, come on. That's why I'm angry. That's why I'm filled
Smash
with
stuff.
hatred. Yeah, that's why I'm hitting this thing because I hate that it's picky and choosy.
No, it's not being picky and choosy. It's just that you're just outright evil.
I mean, yeah, but also I'm worthy. I'm a warrior in my eyes.
Yeah, as a warrior, not as a holy warrior. Not in the.
Celestial. Thank you.
Hey,
Aren't you a fallen angel?
you're not, what do you think? You're born with privilege?
That's kind of what happens in
You have-
D&D sometimes.
You have to earn that right, man.
No,
I was
you're right.
born
I-
celestial, even though I've done bad things. That means
yeah,
I deserve a
absolutely.
blessing of goodness. All right, so you guys find nowhere out. No matter how much, if you touch it again, it doesn't give you the benefit or anything like that.
Right.
Okay.
Doo-doo-doo. I lost.
And I can't see
where you're
beyond it
at
to
on
like
the
Misty
map.
Step. That's kind of where I wanted to attempt the first place, but
Yeah.
then he said I couldn't see past it, so I was like, oh.
Yeah, that's why Chiron couldn't Misty Step out of his grapple because couldn't see
Mhm.
where he was going.
And I thought maybe I could Thunder Step it, but I still have to see. So
Yeah.
the only other thing I could do, and technically it would work, is I could blink, because I go straight to the ethereal realm of this place, and I could technically walk through that way. I think
Yeah, and I think you can actually.
I
With
should
the
be able
fog-
to bypass the warding.
No, because it's still a physical barrier. You don't pass through walls in the other realm, do you? I thought physical
look-
barriers are still physical barriers. I could be wrong though. I haven't used Blink in a long time. As you guys are standing
Yeah, you might be
there,
right. I think there are certain spells that actually say you can move through objects, and that one didn't say you could.
before you guys walk away, Lulu floats up and touches it with her tiny little trunk, and a rush of energy goes into her as well, and you guys are radiating a slight golden glow that casts bright light within 5 feet and dim light within 10 feet.
Zorax is just glowing a slight red glow all around him.
Yeah, you stand out quite a bit from their golden radiance.
I do. And that's the intention.
I
Which is
lost
just a
him.
light cantrip, but he's angry, so obviously the light is showing off. But
All right,
all right.
Chiron. Chiron takes point, heading towards the pathway that we didn't go into.
mhm.
So, shall we continue?
Yeah.
All right, so you guys got to push your way through. It's not as tight. You guys can walk straight in this one. Give me survival checks if you're proficient. So anybody is
Dang
I
it.
don't think any of us are proficient.
then you can all roll then. I always try to make sure the person that's proficient gets kind of the spotlight.
priority of
Yeah,
it.
for
Yeah.
those things.
18.
16.
So, as you guys are walking through these tunnels, Zorax, you're actually able to spot tracks that match the remains of the feet of the goatmen that seems to be running ahead of you. It looks like this was a common path. Likely what happened is the one you were fighting probably ran during the fight.
Yeah.
So you guys end up going through
We
some
have
twisting.
coward.
Yeah, twisting and turning. You end up going up and down and the constant of the scabbed over whatever this thing is that's thrumming like a boom 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 every few seconds. You come to another intersection. You have one that looks very much like almost a straight down drop. It's super steep. You'll probably have to climb down. There's one path, and basically as you come to this opening, you've got this steep path in the center, and then on two kitty corner from the left and to the right are two more small scabby cut hallways. You can call them pathways as well.
I mean, straight down's probably the quickest way.
You can hear. Give me perception checks, everyone.
21.
4.
12.
Sorax is on it. His anger's taken over.
He's like, he's holding a grudge that he didn't get a blessing.
Yeah.
So Zorax, you can hear from the two. It's hard to tell which one it's coming from, but you hear kind of cackling or something echoing off the chambers of one or both of the
Side entrances.
the entrances across from you, and
What about the straight shot down?
you don't hear anything coming from the straight shot down corridor. It's almost kind of like a almost like a giant well or something. It's just kind of goes straight down.
I take a gold piece, I imbue it with light, and I flick it down in the hole.
It drops until it hit. You see it hit the bottom. It's probably about 100 feet down. You can still see the light at the bottom. Give me a. Is anybody else watching him do this?
I am.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and give me perception checks as he drops this thing down. I'll tell you if you see anything.
13.
16.
13.
Looks clear. You didn't see any odd noises when it hit the bottom. Maybe it almost didn't make a noise actually when it hit the bottom. Likely be due to the contour of the area being, a giant
Fleshy.
something.
Divine sense.
You didn't see any. How far is that? 60 feet.
60 feet, so it doesn't reach the
That's
bottom.
not behind total cover.
Won't reach the bottom, but that's okay.
Yep. So you do sense something celestial, but you can't identify what it is. It's just barely at the edge, maybe between 55 to 60 feet away, down the hole.
There's something celestial down there.
I vote to jump straight down and misty step before I hit the ground.
That is
That's-
your prerogative.
That's my
Is
plan.
it weird that I really want to treat Misty Step like in the Portal game where Speedy Thing goes in, Speedy Thing comes out?
Yeah, but it's not that. That's the weird
I
part.
know, and
It's so weird. That's why I was
But it's
really
magic.
baffled by it. It is magic, yeah. So that's what I do. I'm gonna do that.
All right,
You
so
said Celestial. I'm like, well, whatever's down there is probably good then. So I jump.
I watch from the top of the drop off.
so
And I just
as he's falling
swan dive
down, yeah, as you swan dive down, Zorix, as you're going down, you see a blimp of something silvery and shiny just for an instant as you go as you pass it, and at the bottom you get the ground gets closer and closer and closer, and you will yourself in a poof of smoke. You're standing on the ground with the coin between your legs.
I float down.
I use the light cantrip. I like make my hand as like almost like a weird torch, and I look around all around me real quick.
I'm gonna get to that in a second. I don't
Okay,
want
I
to
pick up my
describe
coin.
that yet. Yeah. I mean, where is that at?
I'm
was
still at the
something down
top.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know, but what's his name's floating down, so I'm looking for something.
there. Something was there. I saw a glimpse of it, but I couldn't say. I'm just like, I don't know, it was something.
Yeah, and I can't say because I can't find it. Hang on.
Brother, what do you see down there?
So far, nothing.
It looks
dark.
clear.
Yeah, it looks fine to me. I don't know.
It looks clear. That's
Are
funny.
you certain?
No. I did see something on my drop down, but of course I'm falling, gravity.
Where?
I don't know. It was
About
somewhere on
50
the way down.
About 55 feet down or so.
About 50 feet down, maybe. Whereas I thought I saw something. It was like a glimmer.
Does that match the celestial presence I detected?
I don't know, probably.
It's about the
That's
same
gonna-
distance. Yeah.
Huh. Didn't you say you sent something down there? Up there?
Yeah. About
Huh.
halfway down, roughly.
Oh. Weird. I think I saw it too. Look,
You
my eyes
saw
are
it?
great. I think so. I'm not sure what it was though.
Morrow, check it out.
Yeah, he is. He's just.
All right.
All right. So as you float down, Merle, you kind of get down and you see this kind of silvery thing, probably like I would say 20, 30 feet away from, caught in kind of the edge of
Is that a sword?
the
one.
Scab area. Upon as you kind of float over to it, it looks like I don't know, it looks like a silver teapot maybe, or it's got some fancy filigree in it. Maybe an oil, maybe it's an oil, like an old oil lamp.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'll take it. Why not?
Reach
Why
out.
not?
We're greedy here. Why not? I am.
Hey,
All right, so you try to it's kind of caught in the wall. As you pluck it out, it pulls apart like a scab as it slowly detaches, and blood dribbles out of it and starts flowing down the side of the wall.
all right then.
And you make your way back down to floating alongside.
What was it?
Some sort of magical teapot. Let me spend a syllabus to identify this.
A magical teapot.
A
I love it.
teapot?
What's
a
Chiron
little
doing?
weird.
He's still at the top of the...
Yeah,
Oh,
what are you
gonna
doing? Are you gonna crawl down? Are you just gonna hang out here?
He's deliberating. He's thinking about it.
I need you to give me a perception check with disadvantage.
Oh, shoot.
Took too long, man. You gotta be out
Yeah,
of
he
man of
did.
action.
You got to beat a 19. Out of nowhere, I'm judging by your face. You got really low. Out of nowhere comes the
Got a
goat man as he rams you from behind and shoves you into the hole.
What?
You're gonna fall
Wait.
100 feet down. I need you to give me a successful, contested. Well, he's gonna make a strength check to push you off.
Okay. Do I have to
Hey.
make it... Is it athletics at disadvantage or something?
When you're pushed, it is a contested check. I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
Is it a save?
No, it's
Of
just
some
it's a
just
contested
athletics.
check. It's like grapple.
Okay.
And you have to beat 22.
Pretty high.
Okay.
Someone's about to get pushed down a hole.
It's a 100-foot hole.
Yeah, it's
Nope.
pretty
Nope.
far down.
Nope. Nope.
Oh
Nope.
God. I'm just
Can
gonna.
I use my reaction to use Hellish Rebuke on that thing?
Absolutely.
You're gonna burn it.
Yep. So Hellish Rebuke, that's 3d10.
Still a lot of damage. can
Still
get it
needs to make a dex save. DC 15.
Hang on. DC what?
15.
It's gonna fail.
It's gonna fail.
Oh! I got 2 10s.
There you go.
So that's 23 points of fire damage.
A lot, honestly. But is it alive?
Yeah, and it
As you're falling down with a loud curse to Bahamut, you quickly chant and retaliate with a beam of holy energy that incinerates him as his flaming corpse is falling right alongside you.
Oh, you got him.
Do you have anything to stop you from falling to the ground?
yeah, I
Misty
have Misty Step.
Oh, I'm really sad now.
Yeah.
What, you expect me to lose my
splat?
temporary hit points?
Oh yeah, you have that too. That'd been great. Yeah. So as you get to the bottom, you Misty Step and land in a splatter, a puddle, and then a second later, a burning corpse lands right alongside you, which is great because now it opens up the light to the whole area. And and what you can see before you is, hang on 1 second. You see a bright white light that burns away the blood and grit staining your clothes. Restorative energy brings life to numb muscles as the glow softens to reveal the interior of this sun-kissed cathedral. How the light is passing through the scab and into the stained glass windows is a mystery only magic can answer, but pillars line a path from a door to a raised dais carved with the celestial runes embedded in the stone atop the dais is a glowing long sword.
I go to investigate the celestial runes.
I'm not done yet.
Okay.
Fluttering right alongside you, trumpeting to the most exciting yeah, okay. Trumpeting in excitement and cheer is Lulu right alongside you. Her horn is tooting, and you swear that she's just a little bit bigger than she was just a moment ago. That's where we're gonna end.
Of course. What? We still have 20 minutes before 10, but you decide to end it here.
Sometimes you gotta stop at a good stopping point. Did you want to?
Cliffhanger.
Did Merle Bronson look at do his thing to figure out what that was?
Yeah.
It is a Degenie lamp.
Oh crap.
Oh. Okay. Just buried in Avernus somewhere? Okay.
Where else would you find one?
I guess that's a fair point. Yeah.
All right. Yeah,
Man, I gotta wait 2 weeks to find out what happens after this. This is bullshit.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm a bit of an asshole. Don't you hate that shit?
Man.
All right. That'll do it for our Descent into Avernus episode 17.
Yeah.
We hope you guys enjoyed the show. If you didn't, too fucking bad.
You're honestly
Don't
right.
give a damn.
Yeah.
I am your host and your dungeon master, Total Dumas. Do you guys want to tell us, go around the table, tell everyone who you played and something you liked about the session? Starting with Matthew?
I went first last time. the session. So let's start with Austin this time.
I guess I'm going first.
Whatever,
Hey guys,
I
I'm
don't give a
Austin.
damn.
I played Zorax, the angry Voidwalker Paladin who does not get a blessing because he's evil. Um, it's probably my favorite part actually is that my alignment actually played into something here. Because it creates a very clear, I guess, picture that like I am the evil one. Like I don't deserve this blessing. I have actively
Yep.
killed a lot of things, and have actively risked my comrades' lives for greedy benefit.
Ian?
It just happened to line up that Merle tend to think the same thing. Go ahead, Ian. You can go next.
All right. Again, I'm Ian, Merle, playing Merle Brunson, and I suppose my favorite thing tonight was Fireball. Let's be real here.
Yeah. Big boom.
What did you guys think about the crystals?
I thought it was cool.
Dude,
I didn't expect it to blow a hole all the way to Wisconsin, but it was cool.
I think this is the first time I've ever encountered a hazard in a dungeon.
We'll
yeah,
have
now
to-
that you
we'll have to
say
fix
that,
That hazard
Yeah,
is right
there's-
from our Fantastic Terrain book, actually.
I actually did think about it, but
Oh.
like that's actually like something that isn't explored very often. There's no real hazards. There's traps, but they're not hazards. They're not
Yeah.
part of the nature of it. So
Right.
I like that.
I'm glad
cool.
that you guys like that. I'm glad it sounds like Ian enjoyed it too, but y'all talked over top of him, so I don't really know.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry, Ian.
Bastards. And of course, Matthew.
Hi, my name is Matthew. I played Chiron, the Vengeance Paladin. This was an interesting session, especially where we had a cliffhanger at the end again.
Yeah.
Well, it's been a while. But I think I kind of like the fact that I got dragged into a smoke of blood or a mist of blood, and got shoved into the drop off. But then I managed to kill it, and the 100-foot drop probably just ended it,
Yeah.
just in
Yeah.
case.
I like the fact that you guys bypass or let him escape, and then he come back to try to get his revenge, but
He
still
didn't even try
he
to be,
still
like-
failed.
I love how it was just like he didn't like he was perceived as such a little threat to us, so we were just like,
Whatever.
and then he came
Just
back, and then he died on his accord.
He shoves me. I hellish rebuke him, and then he dies as we
Oh.
both fall.
Yeah,
But
I had him run away because he only had 6 hit points. I'm like, what would this guy do? He would go tell somebody, but he can't outrun the characters. So what is he gonna do? He'll hide, and that's what he did.
That's pretty
And
good.
what was interesting is that I rolled a natural 1 on that.
Yeah, so you
disadvantage
had
perception
no idea it was
check.
coming.
Yeah.
He was just like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get down this hole.
Awesome.
The guy was
This
like, let
just
me answer for
absolutely
you.
hilarious.
Well, I think that'll do it for our episode today. If you enjoy the show, please like and subscribe on Facebook, YouTube, hit the notifications. Please consider checking out our weekly podcast over at critacademy.com. We're on YouTube, we're on Facebook, we're on Twitch, we follow the Be Everywhere mantra. So,
Mhm.
Yeah.
so come and check us out. Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go finish. Go ahead. It's something dumb.
If you'd like to check us out, please do. We are a discussion podcast. We always talk Dungeons and Dragons. We give new ideas, character concepts, a new main topic. Let's talk about blank, which is sometimes a question, some new interesting news article or something. And we just like to have fun and talk nerd. And I'm really excited for this Sunday's episode. We're going to be talking about the new subclasses that just came out for the Unearthed Arcana. Which are the Drake Warden and the Way of the Dragon, I think.
Where the
so-
dragon I
Ascendant,
forget.
Ascendant of the Dragon? It doesn't matter. Anyways, 2 dragon-themed subclasses for the Monk and Ranger. So come and check that out. I also will be doing, I think in the next episode I really want to do, I've been really wanting to talk superheroes. I started making superhero builds. and I've been having a lot of fun with that. So I'm gonna probably try to find a way to squeeze that in a show soon. So, but you can check us out at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Sunday.
Every
Please.
Sunday. Yeah.
Come check us out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Anybody got anything else?
Nope.
Nope.
If not, keep your blades sharp and spells prepared, heroes.
Bye, guys.